Hello, this is a Lighthouse Hall of Fame film in steps, standard mode, north spawn. I'm in my Pz38nA, the forgotten German Tier 4 scout that most people hate, but once you learn how to adapt to its horrible turning, is actually a very good little tank. In this battle, we have a ton of heavies. I'm not even going to count them, but I think it's 10. Plus 1 RD, 2 TDs, and 2 mediums, whereas they only have 6 lights, 2 heavies, 4 TDs, 2 mediums, and an artillery. So they have a little bit heavier armor than we do. There's going to be enough fast scouts or lights, tanks on each team that we're probably going to have quick initial engagements, people making some crazy moves through the center. And so that means I'm just going to set up and try to snipe the people who are acting stupid. This battle goes into 4th place on the Pz38nA Hall of Fame list. And so now I'm thinking before too long we're going to see a few people somewhere sprinting across the middle. Because that's what normally happens in these lower tier fights. Here comes the M5A1 to the middle. I shoot like this all game. I don't shoot particularly well this game, but I do a pretty good job of not getting shot back. So that keeps me going till the end. I don't really like that spot out in the middle. A lot of people like to go out there, and I've seen people post good battles from both sides of the field out there, but it's normally a death trap to me, so I just don't go there. We don't have much of a defense over on the west side, concentrating on an attack on the east, which has already cost us 2 out of the 3 platoon members that went that way. There's a Pz3A behind us, but there should be enough people over there to take care of him if they see him. Meanwhile, I have targets over here. If I can hit them. And now that western flank, they charged the western flank and they're starting to come around us. Again, we have people over that way. I'm keeping a watch on what's happening on the mini-map. I was hoping to finish off that heavy. Ooh, I'm spotting the electos pointed toward me. I need to back out of there. I don't want him to hit me. I'll deal with him later on if I have to. Things are starting to look a little bad over to my right, over in the western flank. We lost a defender over there, and we don't appear to be set up very well. The Hetzer's holding off that Pz3A around that hill, but they're going to need some help, so I'm going to move over there, help them out. There's multiple tanks pushing around that flank. 2 of them are down, but there's more. I know the heavy's over there. And there's a Martyr BT. The Hetzer can't survive another hit, so I'm going to come over here and hopefully be able to flank the Martyr. Try to kill this guy as I go. Didn't shoot him. Well, I hit him, I didn't hurt him. This guy's dead. He's not getting out of this. He's trying, but nope, sorry, not going to do it. Now I'll go back and deal with that Type 91. If he's still alive. He only has 5 hit points, just needs 1 shot. Oh, he's gone. Now, I know there's a whole bunch of enemy down in here along this ridge. At least that's where I saw him last. So I'm going to move up along the west flank and see if I can come in behind him and surprise him. Once I get around this next set of hills, I will stop long enough to let my binoculars kick in, see if I can see anything off in the distance. And if I don't, then I'll move up a little more and do it again until I start seeing tanks. See nothing. I'm really not wanting to pull out in the open if there's something there waiting on me. So my goal is to get behind these bushes back here, but I already see a tank. He's moving away from me, or lateral to me, so I'll take him out. There's the elective. He can't see me from that range. Goodbye. Now I'll move up to this bush and let my binocs kick in and see if I can see anybody else along that ridge. We're moving up the middle road. I didn't see anybody, so they went somewhere else. I would have seen some of them. Still the artillery to find. I'm thinking he's back here along the back side, so I'm going to go look for him. Up to the next bush. Repeat the procedure. Nope, there's the artillery. I'm going to take him out. Well, I'm not going to take him out. Just damage him real bad. Oh, and now there's a TD off to my right. I have to back up. I hope I don't get killed. It's really a pretty good location for where the attack's coming from. The Matilda's sniping me. I need to back up. I'm just realizing that. It's the Matilda that's shooting me. He's way out there. And now I'm just hoping he doesn't get another shot off. He misses one. I have to get back here behind this hill. They only have 2 tanks left, but now things really slow down. I can't afford to get hit again. I'm going to back up here and see if I can hit the Matilda just to have to shoot at his turret, which is a low probability of success. I'm going to bounce most of them unless I can hit right in the cupula. And I'm watching my ammo right now because I only have 15 rounds left. So I need to be careful about running out of ammo. I have to start trying to conserve my shots. I'm going to back up and see if I can take this TD out. I don't know if I can get up the hill that way. Pretty certain I can. I just have to go back here to this other little part. But now he's out of sight, so I can back up here and hide in this bush. Then I'll wait on the Matilda, see if the Matilda comes forward. If the TD pulls out, I got both of them. I just need my teammates to move forward. Our Matilda, on the other hand, is for some reason camping up in A6. He doesn't realize that both enemy tanks are way down here, and he has no shot of seeing either of them, let alone getting to shoot at either of them. So hopefully he moves down and helps us. He's saying, I am too slow. It's like, no you're not. This fight's going to take a while. Don't ever tell people you're too slow, even if you think it's too far away. If it's the right thing to do, then start trying to do it, because you never know when a fight's going to end up like this and just drag on for a long time, and lo and behold, slow speed or not, you could have gotten there in time to help. This fight isn't over. We outnumber them 4-2, but we're beat up. They're beat up and we're beat up. 2 shots on their part and it's a tied fight. So having the Matilda in the mix is good, but he's just sticking to this I'm too slow thing. So I should have been a kill shot right there and I missed it. That was my fault. He's still not. He's not as slow as he's making himself out to be. The Matilda on their side doesn't want to seem to sit still and wait. So I'm just being patient. He's going to give me a shot at some point. I'm down to 5 rounds, so I really have to be careful. I want to get a nice shot before I shoot now. He's coming up to where I can get him. Goodbye. Just 1 tank to go. I know right where he's at, within a few meters of where he's at. Pz38nA I think is going to circle around and come in from the along the baseline from the other side. And this is a tank the Pz38nA can actually hurt. He's not just going to lob a bunch of shells that bounce off him if he gets to shoot him. I'm saying I think he's a one-shot, but not to the Pz38nA. To the Pz38nA, he's multiple shot. They do so little alpha. I'm going to try to pull forward. I can't quite get a shot on him. Pz38nA is going to come in and hit him, I think. He disappears as I come up the hill. I'm going to take a shot and hope I came close. There he is again. Darn it, I backed up. I should have stayed up there. I'm not going to have the momentum. PZ takes him out, and there's the ball game. Or the tank game. I end up with 1,509 damage, 4 kills, 30 of 57 shooting, which is 53%, 501 spotting damage, 3 spots, lost 41,100 credits. I wasn't trying to shoot APCR. I just ran out of AP, and all I had left was APCR. Against the Matilda, I needed it, though. I ended up surviving the fight. High caliber and fighter, fire for effect and bruiser mini medals gives me, let's see, XP was 1,629, so with the medals and everything, the battle score becomes 1,674, which puts me in 4th place. I knew because of the low tier fight and all the little baby tanks running around, there were going to be people doing silly stuff. Now, it turned out to be better than I expected. People on our side were the ones that were too aggressive. And that got us into a little deficit at the beginning. But I just stayed where I was and sniped across the Central Valley as tanks got lit up. But we didn't have anybody defending the west. And they launched a pretty good attack down this way that wasn't reckless at all. It seemed pretty well coordinated. And we had just enough tanks over there to hold them off. But as those tanks started to fall, I had to shift over there and help out with the Martyr and potentially the Heavy, but somebody took him out before I got to shoot him. But that cleared the way for me to do the opposite to them. I was able to run this flank and move over, and because of my view range, I was able to get 2 easy kills where they didn't even see me. And then that put me in a position to spot some people at the end and then snipe the Martyr. And it ended up being a pretty easy win, even though it was a little bit tense at the end. The Pz38nA was also a good player, and we had the guy cornered, so it's just a matter of moving him in and moving in on him and taking him out. The other thing was with the Matilda, I'm an easy one-shot to it at the end, so I went to a position where, number one, he probably wasn't expecting anybody to be, and number two, I had the view range and concealment that I could sit there and wait on him to expose himself every now and then and slowly wear him down until I could kill him. Because Matilda could have changed the fight if it had survived. Now, look at screen 2. I normally don't pay much attention to battle screen 2. Look how much damage I did compared to the rest of the team. And then look at the enemy Matilda, what he did compared to the rest of the team. This ended up being basically a one-on-one between he and I, even though we didn't know it at the time. He dominated for his team and I dominated for ours. But I have the superior tank, so we won the fight, and I end up in the Hall of Fame. Happy hunting.